Hello everybody, welcome to Finding Purpose in your Detours talk show. My name is Namoni Abi Andrea and I'm your host. If you are joining us for the first time today, our goal with this talk show is to help you with effective keys on how to deal with the detours, how to think about the detours, lessons you can learn from detours and the purpose of detours in your lives. And joining me on this platform today is Nkululeko Masumbuka, the founder of YT Prodigies, co-founder of the Force Youth Movement, and also IT manager at the Department of Health. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you so much.
Okay, and so today we'll be talking about embracing imperfections. Let me say this: ideas or visions do not exist in the realm of time. And as a result, they can come to you at any time. That's regardless of your imperfections. So it's important that you embrace your imperfections. It's important that you work with what you have.
Yeah.
I have defined imperfection as a loophole that guarantees engagement.
Ooh, say that again.
Imperfection is a loophole that guarantees engagement. If you don't have imperfection, then that means you don't have room for improvement. As a matter of fact, perfection at its best can be a distraction. Imperfection can guarantee you a room for improvement.
That's profound.
Let me quickly give you an example before I hand over to you. The guys at Apple, I know they are your favorite, right?
And interesting enough, I don't own any Apple product. I've been saying I want to get a latest iPhone and stuff, but I don't. I'm an Android person. Maybe I should buy one.
But you talk about Apple most of the time.
The company, genius. Steve Jobs, genius. Anyway.
So the guys at Apple, when they gave us iPhone 10, they knew that in the excellence of iPhone 10, there was a loophole. But they still gave us iPhone 10.
Yeah.
Because if they could have waited to give us iPhone 11 and not making iPhone 10, they could have been wasting time.
That's profound.
So even in the excellence of what they were giving us, they knew that there was a loophole. But if they could have waited, then time would be wasted.
Sorry, I'm going to interject, right? I'm sorry to do this. Look, I've been a guest for a long time, so if you're watching this for the first time, watch the other episodes. That's why I'm very comfortable. That's why I'm very comfortable. But I want to interject. But what he's saying, it's profound, and it just, I don't want to miss this. Steve Jobs himself, there's a movie called Jobs. Or I think they're Jobs, but it's about, it's almost like a documentary, but it's a movie about Steve Jobs, right? And Apple, right? You've watched that movie. In the movie, there's something happens, right? Whereby when they released the Macintosh, they released Macintosh version 2, which was the first one. And then one of his friends asked, he said, but why are we releasing this as version 2? He's like, because everyone knows version 1 usually has mistakes, right? And so version 2, even though it had mistakes, and they knew it had mistakes, so basically I'm just saying this to justify the point that he's making, that even when they release specific, whether it's software, computer, whatever it is, they do acknowledge the shortfalls, but they still give the product, embracing its imperfections. You understand? Yes.
So like I was saying, imperfection is a very important tool. And when imperfection is combined with passion, you would have made a very powerful tool. So all great men, all inventors, innovators, people with a keen mind of inventing things, they embrace imperfection. Let me say this the word in itself cannot embrace perfection.
No.
It cannot. The only thing that the word can embrace is imperfection.
That's true.
And we need to work with that. We need to learn on how we can embrace imperfection and use it to our own advantage.
That's profound. That's profound.
Because at its best, imperfection is an advantage, a very big advantage.
You know, on that, I would like to pose this to anyone.
Yeah.
Perfection is a mirage. Doesn't exist.
Wow.
There is no state of perfection because life itself is defined through growth, through change. So the mere fact that life evolves, changes, there's growth, clearly defines that then this planet could never accommodate a state of perfection. Because of a state of perfection closes the door from growth, change, and improvement, and decay. Because state of perfection means this is the ultimate. So what we are here to say and advocate for, by saying embracing your imperfections, is that you must recognize how life is. That there is no state of perfection. There's no such a thing as perfect timing, perfect this. Most people who have ever done great in life have moved before they were ready. So train as much as you can. Improve yourself as much as you can. Clean up as much as you can. But when you feel the fire, act irregardless of the imperfections.
It is set up as something about most great men have moved before they are ready. And I want to add that by saying that if you feel that you are ready, then you are late.
Ooh, that's profound.
Yeah.
If you feel that you are ready, then you are late. So the time you feel, I am ready, it means you should have started yesterday.
You should have started yesterday.
Oh, that's profound.
If you feel that you are ready,
yes, sir,
then you are late. The time that you receive an idea, like I said earlier on, that ideas, visions, do not exist in the realm of time. They don't.
You know, there's a video I once sent out about inspiration. And I say there is no such a thing as inspiration for later. When you feel the fire egg, because inspiration means in spirit action. That's what inspiration is, you know? In spirit action. It's an action that is motivated by your spirit or by a spirit, you know? So you feel the fire. The Holy Spirit gives you the fire, you know, or you hear an idea and you are just prompt to act.
To act.
Act. Don't wait for the perfect time.
And you see excellence in life, just to add on what you said, that in spirit action, when you feel it, you act, because excellency is demonstrated in action.
Ooh. That's true.
It's not when you are sitting and waiting for the perfect time. But once you start taking that action, that's when excellency is demonstrated. Because excellence is a culture. It's something that it has to be demonstrated. It's something that has to be taught.
Exactly.
It's something that has to be experienced.
Exactly.
It's not something that can be seen while you are sitting.
And it's very, just to say this, it's also very important to understand us objectively. We are not advocating for mediocrity. We are not.
We are not.
So it's good to prepare, to plan. We are also not discounting the strategy. You know, strategy, room for strategy. We are not saying you need to strategize. You need to plan. You need to prepare. You need to train.
Yes.
But what we are saying is that the spirit of delay, procrastination, all those kind of things, that you must get rid of.
Exactly.
That's what you do when you embrace your imperfections is that you plan, you strategize, you read, you gather, you talk to people, you engage, but you move with the fire. You don't wait for the fire to die off. Most people who don't like people like me and him, who don't like my friend, motivational speakers. Most people who don't like motivational speakers is because they've noticed something. That this thing called motivation is not eternal. It does not last forever. And it's not meant to be. It's just like showering. You shower today, shower tomorrow. You must constantly be motivated. Because the fire that is stirred when you hear us speak comes with drive, and you must act. Too much motivation with no action leads to frustration. And the reason why a lot of people are frustrated, it's not our fault, but it's because they have not taken action. They are motivated, but they have not acted. And motivation is a compound word. It's motive and action. So if you are not doing the action part of it, the motive will frustrate you. That's the frustration of motivation. It rhymes almost like
wow. So that's very profound. And you talked about receiving the fire and then taking the action.
Yes, sir.
I just want to add on that. Ideas, visions, they come with a sense of energy.
Say that again.
Ideas and visions, they come with a sense of energy. And your promptness in taking actions is what keeps that energy.
That's profound.
Once you stay and say, I'm waiting until I'm ready, until I have got all my imperfections into a state of perfection, then you would have destroyed that energy. Then you might even end up completely destroying the very mission that was maintaining that energy.
That's profound. That's profound.
I know what you wanted to add.
No, I wanted to say this, that, there's a notion of sometimes the notion of trying to wait, to a later stage or when you are ready and stuff like that. I want to say this. If you are 18 years old to 25, if you are over 25, you must be running with agency. Everything that you're doing is very urgent, right? But when you are between 18 and 25 years, this is your prime time. You understand? Even going above 25, going, 30, 40, this is your prime time. Life is now. You understand my point? So the notion or the thing of saying, I'm going to wait, it is the prime time. The prime time to be alive is now.
Exactly.
Especially when you have passed those age. When you have passed 25, then you are already living at your prime. We've heard people say, you would never box Mike Tyson in his prime. Even Muhammad Ali once said at an interview that he was afraid of Mike Tyson. Especially because when they met in one interview that I have watched, Muhammad Ali was older and Mike Tyson was still a young man in his prime, an animal. You can never face that man in his prime. This is your prime. Your prime time to be alive is now. So stir up the fire. Look at the vision clearly. Let the beat roll. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. The price of hesitation is too costly.
Man, and you also spoke about doing it now.
Yes.
And I want to add this. Even when you are feeling imperfect and it feels like you have nowhere to go, understand this, that even the word nowhere is divided into two.
Come on.
It's now and here.
You. Yes, sir.
So you are not going anywhere. That is just a temporary situation. It's just a temporary lesson. it's just now and here.
Yeah.
You still need to take responsibility to equip yourself on how you can shape your future. So it's not that you are going nowhere. It's just
profound.
It's just a lesson for now and here, but there's still room for you to equip yourself and shape your future.
You know, that state of stagnation that he's referring to, right? I was once in that place. Oh, now I'm flying. Oh, as Julius Malema says, we are cruising nicely. You understand? No,
it's like the gods are on your side.
Yeah. Well, I believe in one God. It needs to be clear.
It needs to be clear on that,
TV, right? We are cruising nicely. My friend, when I was in that state, I wrote a motivation, and I would like to leave this with the guests. I'd like to leave this with you today. This is one of the things that motivated me. When in previous shows, if you listen, I did mention that I once studied in America through a scholarship which I got from the U.S. Embassy. When I came back, I talk about that story. I'm not going to define it now. But when I came back, I was unemployed. Right? We also talk about unemployment, so watch the other show.
About unemployment, yeah.
When I was unemployed, and that frustrated me as a young person. And I tried a lot of things. I opened up a business at that time. I opened up an NPO at that time. You try to do something, and you feel stuck. If you are that person today, I would like to say these words. This is what I wrote to myself, a letter to myself. I wrote this, that I will never give up on my dreams, give up on myself. Even if I die without accomplishing that which I am set out to accomplish. I will never give up my self-belief. Because even if I die without accomplishing it, at least I would have died believing I could have achieved it.
Wow.
Once your mind is at that state, it means I internally and eternally believe that one way or the other, things are going to work out.
Yes, sir.
Once I achieved that, the state of motivation, things began to change. Yeah. Things began to change. When the world sees, when the universe can tell you, when the universe can feel that Abby is not going to give up, the world yields to him. The world yields to a person who has made up his mind not to give up.
That's profound.
No matter how long it takes, don't give up. They might stop believing in you. Don't stop believing in you. Thank you.
I'm going to add two things.
Yeah.
They are both cause. He said about believing yourself. I have often said that one of the most powerful forces in the world is the will of the man who believes in himself.
Yes, sir.
Who dares to aim high and to dare and to do the things that he has always desired.
That's profound.
And you also spoke about rejecting yourself, not trying to reject yourself, even when things are not going the way you have planned it to go. I've often said that the greatest tragedy is not when others don't believe in you, or it's not when others reject you. The greatest tragedy is when you reject yourself. And even though others don't want you, or they don't believe in you, you must want yourself enough and believe in yourself enough and insist that there's a space for you
in this world.
Yeah. So believe in yourself. Take responsibility of your life.
Love yourself.
Love yourself. Be in the realm where you are positioned. I like what the Bible says in Psalms I forgot it. It says,
Yeah, yeah.
surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of my life.
Yeah.
Psalm 26 verse 5. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us. You have to position yourself. It's not that you are chasing your dreams. The things that you are looking for, they're looking for you.
Yes, sir.
So you need to position yourself, prepare yourself mentally, spiritually. You need to prepare yourself and position yourself for those things.
Yes, sir.
And that's the only way to
profound.
God. So you need to position yourself for your dreams. And when you are in that realm of believing yourself, of dreaming, dream freely, dream wildly, dream as much as you can. You don't pay for dreams.
Exactly.
You don't.
Yeah.
So
And
believe
act.
in yourself, dream and act.
And act.
Take those unpopular, uncommon steps. Let your steps raise questions. What is it trying to do?
Who does he think he is?
Take those.
If they have not said that about you, you are not doing the right thing.
So believe in yourself. Take those uncommon and unpopular steps.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, guys. I think we're gonna be here again with the part 2
of
this session of embracing your imperfection. We love you so much and stay blessed.